Hey Dames, it's Valerie. Today we're going to be doing a full body workout, mostly focusing on our core and our legs, but with a little bit of upper body. We will need some bands. I've got a hard band and an easier band. I might switch on through just because it's nicer to have one that has a little bit more give for some of the exercises that we're going to do. So go ahead and grab whatever bands that you have, and we're going to go ahead and start on our back. We're going to take that band and slide it all the way up to our thighs. We're going to lay down onto the back, reach the arms up overhead, and on the exhale, we're going to rise up into a V-sit, bring the knees out, lower back down, lift up, and bring the knees out. So these are called V-sits, lift up, knees out. Now, if you really want to challenge yourself, you can bring the legs out, and then we come up, legs out. So find whatever variation you would like here. Just make sure that that low back stays down on the mat. So if you find that when you extend your legs out nice and long, that low back lifts, come back to a nice bent knee and then lift up. Now, if you have the flexibility in your hamstrings, you can also rise up, extend the legs, and lift them out nice and long. I've got very tight hamstrings, so it's a little hard for me to extend my legs out nice and long. Let's nice job one more time. Lift up, squeeze out, and lower all the way back down onto our mat. We're going to keep that band around the thighs here. Take the hands behind the head. We're going to extend one leg, bring the elbow towards the knee, and switch it out. Bicycle crunches. Lift and bring it back. Nice job, really using that band here to pull resistance both ways. The extending leg and the knee in towards the chest is going to be working our core. Nice job, getting a little bit deeper into that core here. Doing great. Keep moving through. Find your breath. Keep that low back into the mat. Can you see your elbows out of your peripheral vision? If you can, use your shoulder to pull up, not just those elbows. Lift and lower for 3. Keep that low back into the mat. You got this. Keep it moving. 1 more each side. Beautiful. Let's lay back down on our back. We're going to come back for those V-sits. This time we're going to add a little extra. So we're going to keep the knees stacked on top of the hips, rise up into your V-sit, bring the knees out, lower down, bring the knees out here as well. Lift up, knees out, lower down, knees out. You got it. Lift up and out, lower and out. You got it. Keep moving through. Using our booty here, that outer thigh. Nice job. Lift, out, together, down, out, together. One more time. Lift up, out, together, and down, out, and together. Hug the knees in. Give yourself a little bit of a break here. And we're coming for those bicycle crunches. So hands are going to come behind the head. We're going to go ahead and switch it over. Knee to elbow. Reach across. You got this. Moving here. Lifting that shoulder off of the mat, extending that leg, pulling the resistance away from that other leg. You got it. That knee is pulling in towards the belly, really using and engaging that core. Find those nice deep breaths. Keep going here for 3. Last 2. And 1 more each side. Let's go ahead and lift up. All right, so we're going to come down onto our side. Onto the elbow, we're going to stack the knees on top of each other, stack the feet on top of each other, and all we're doing is what I like to call clamshell. We're opening and closing. Squeeze that booty and lower. Lift and down. You got this. Doing great. I know this is challenging. Lift and down. Squeeze that booty. Lift it up. Now really put your finger on that booty. Are you feeling that booty squeeze? Are you just rocking your hip backwards? Try to keep that hip nice and square and just use that glute to pull that knee up towards the sky. Lift and lower for 3. Last 2. And 1. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and have a seat on our mat, sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to grab my longer band for this one. I'm gonna go ahead and pull one knee in towards the chest. My opposite hand is gonna take that band that's gonna go around my foot, sit up nice and tall. My right hand's gonna come on that left knee. I'm gonna hold that band nice and tight, and I'm gonna rotate with my torso as I pull it back, and center. We're using our obliques, we're also using our arms, but keep that elbow nice and tight into your side. Pull in and out. Squeeze as you come backwards. You got this. Nice job. Really twist that shoulder open. That's where you're going to get a little bit more of those obliques. Squeeze and down for 3. Last 2 and 1. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to switch it out. Come back down onto the side of the body. Take that band around the thighs. And we're going to come down onto a seat. We're going to come onto the opposite side, stack the feet on top of each other, stack the knees, make sure that hip stays in place as we open and close the legs, lift and down. It's okay to take that top hand on the floor, but stay light on the limb. You don't want to use it to help move those hips. You're just using that booty, and maybe your clamshell just opens a little bit. It doesn't have to open too wide. Open and close. Put your finger on that booty. Do you feel that booty ignite as you squeeze and lower? Beautiful. Lift and down. Keep going here. Last 3, last 2, and 1. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and extend my opposite leg nice and long. Take that band around the ball of my foot. Hand on the knee for this round. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to pull it back and forward. Lift and down. You got this. Pull it back and in. You got it. Squeeze. Keep that elbow close to the side. Really rotate with your torso here to get that extra core motion that we need. Beautiful. Squeeze and down for 3. Last 2. And 1. Beautiful. All right, let's come back down onto our opposite side. Take that band around the thighs. And we're going to do this a little differently. So we're going to come down onto our hips. We're going to kind of extend that top leg, hover it above the ground, and lift and lower. Nice job. Now my foot is parallel to the floor. I'm driving through with my foot lifting up nice and parallel. I'm not driving through with my toes pointing up towards the sky. That's going to get a little bit more towards the front of the thigh. And we're trying to get a little bit more towards the booty. So lift and lower. Nice job. Squeeze it up. Feel that burn for 3. Last 2. We're going to pulse it out. Lift it up and pulse. Pulse. Pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Let's come up to a seat. We're going to go ahead and take that band around that opposite foot. For me, it's my right foot that I'm on. Okay, now this time, guys, we're going to take our hand that we normally grabbed our foot, and we're going to take it onto our right hip. This is going to help make sure that we're only using our core. Added bonus, lift that right leg off the floor. Pull back and forward. Nice job. Get a little lean back here. You might feel it in your core. Lift, but try to keep that chest nice and lifted. Squeeze back. Lift it in. Now feel that in your hip flexor on that right leg. Pull back. Squeeze forward. You got this. For 3. Last 2. And 1. Beautiful. Let's take that off. And we're going to switch to our opposite side. Let's go ahead and take that band around our thighs. And we're going to lower our hips down onto the floor. Extend that left leg nice and high. Make sure your hips are stacked on top of one another. Lift and lower. Kick it up and down. Squeeze that booty. Outer thigh. Make sure that foot stays parallel to the floor. Lift and lower. You got this. Keep squeezing and down. Lift and lower. Where's your booty? Is it engaged? Lift and down for 3. Last 2 and 1. Tiny pulses. Pulse, pulse, pulse. I didn't forget. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. let's go ahead and take our band off. And we are gonna go ahead and take our band. Extend that left leg forward. Take that band around the ball of the foot. Sit up nice and tall. Left hand is gonna come on that left hip for this one. We're gonna pull back and forward. Option to lift that left leg off the ground. Pull it back and in. You got this. Squeeze that elbow towards the waist. Pull it back and forward. Nice job. Lift, squeeze. Get that rotation in the spine for 3. Last 2 and 1. Awesome. Okay, guys. For this next one, we're going to come on all fours. We're going to take that band around our ankles. If I can get it on there. There we go. Okay. Hands are going to come underneath the shoulders. We're going to extend our right leg nice and long. Now, it's okay if that band slides around your calf. Just make sure it doesn't go on that knee joint. We're going to tap our foot to the right, lift up and over, and tap it to the left. Now, you want to keep that band nice and tight. Rainbow lifts. Think about making a rainbow with your leg. Now your back and your hips are staying quite still. It's just a motion with that glute. You're lifting and lowering from that right booty. Beautiful. Keep it going. For 3. Last 2 and 1. Okay, great job. Shake it out. Let's go ahead and go straight into the opposite side. Extend that left leg nice and long. Tap it over and back. Lift and lower. You got this. Keep it moving. Keep that band nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. It's not sliding around. Lift and lower for 3. Last 2 and 1. Great job. Okay, let's come down onto our seat. We'll be back for another round of that. Don't worry. I'm going to take my longer band, wrap it around my feet. Now my feet are going to be in kind of a butterfly position. I'm going to lean back, grab for my band, pull and forward, pull back and forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades together here. Squeeze and back. Nice job. Try to maybe keep those feet off the floor for an added challenge. Yes, you got this. In and out. Now just the left arm and the right arm. Pull back and center. Keep it moving. Keep those feet lifted if they're there. Keep that shoulder, the hips. I got this. Keep that chest forward. You got it. For 3. Last 2. And 1. Let's come back down. And we're going to come back into our rainbow lifts here. So let's take that band around the ankles. Maybe a little bit on the shins here. Extend that right leg nice and long. Now this time we're going to lift up, bend the leg, lift, lower, tap. Lift up, lift, down, tap. Lift, kick it up, tap it over. Yes, it's like a little donkey kick with our rainbow lift. Nice job. Lift up and down, lift and lower. Now we're coming for some donkey kick pulses. So lift that leg up nice and high. Lift, squeeze, as if you're kicking the ceiling with your knee for 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Let's go ahead and switch it out. That opposite leg is going to extend nice and long. We're going to go ahead, lift it up, bend the knee, lift, lower, lift, bend, down. Now it's okay if that band ends up on the thigh. Lift, tap, up, lift, tap. You got it. Lift, tap. One more time, and then we're coming for those pulses. Lift and lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, come back down onto the booty. Take that band off, unless it's your long band as well. Opposite band is coming around my feet, all the way underneath my ankles. I'm gonna go ahead and lift my feet off of the floor. Let's come back for those rows, but this time elbows out towards the side. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Use that core. Option to take those feet on the floor if you need to. Elbows out, lift, squeeze together. You got it. One at a time. Left and right. To the left and right. Getting a little bit more into those obliques. One arm at a time. Squeeze together. You got this. For 3, last 2, and 1. Let's plant those feet back down on the ground. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my band, make my way onto my back. And we're gonna take our band and wrap it around our feet. So like the balls of our feet. I'm gonna pull one knee in and then extend with the other leg. Now option here to lift the head, chest, and shoulders off of the mat as you do this. Squeeze and down. You got it. Keep it moving. Lift and pull. Squeeze that knee in towards the chest as if you're about to try to snap that band away from you. Lift the hands off the mat here. Squeeze that low back in. Now we're going to lower the feet and lift the feet. Nice. Lower. Nice job. And lift. One more time. Start to lower. Beautiful. And lift. Beautiful. All right, let's hug those knees into the chest and give yourself a nice little hug. Take a nice little breather here, and then we're going to take that band and wrap it on our thighs here. Bring the heels close to the glutes, hands down by the sides. We're going to lift the hips up and bring the knees out. Lower, lift, out, in, down. You got it. Using our outer thighs. Now make sure that those hips stay lifted. You got this. Lift up and out. Nice job. Breathe here and lower. Almost there. Keep it going. We got one more and we're going to hold the top. Tiny pulses. Squeeze those knees out nice and wide for 3. Last 2. And 1. Lower all the way back down. Let's take that band back onto the soles of our feet. And we're gonna come into that same motion. So one leg comes forward, one leg goes back, but this time we're gonna make it a bicycle crunch. So left elbow comes to right knee, switch it out. Squeeze and squeeze. It's important that you keep resistance on that band. In and out. Beautiful. Keep it going. Nice job. The lower your legs are to the ground, the harder it'll be. Keep squeezing that leg in towards the chest for 5. Last 4. Last 3. 2. And 1. Hug the knees under the chest. Let's take that band up to our thighs. Great job. Okay. We're going to go ahead and lift the hips up nice and high. Take that right leg extended out nice and long. We're going to bring it out and in, out and in. Squeeze that booty. Keep those hips nice and lifted. You got this. Draw that knee in towards the other leg. You got this for 3. Last 2 and 1. Bring that right knee down. Take a little break here. Take a nice deep inhale, let that back rest down onto the mat. Ground down into that right heel, lift the hips up nice and high. Lengthen that left leg nice and long to the left and center, left and in. You got this. Together and apart. Squeeze here. Keep those hips nice and lifted. You guys got this for 3. Last 2 and 1. Lower those hips down. Slide that band off. You guys are done. Great work today. Make sure you stretch. Make sure you hydrate. And I will see you next time.